Here, that is adjacency multi-list. Adjacency multi-list means the list in which a node may be shared among several lists. That is, an edges is shared by two different paths. So that is called adjacency multi-list. This is also represented by undirected graph only. We have to find out the frame the node based on multi-list. Some graph operations can be performed by using graph. First one, traversal. Based on traversal, we have to perform depth first search. It's based on pre-order tree traversal. And another one is a breadth first search. The level order is tree traversal. And then another performance is spanning tree and connected components. These are three performance can be operate in. The next topic is the operation of graph. In this operation of graph, first one is depth first search. The depth first search traverses a single path of graph as far as it can go. Until it visit a node with no successor or a node all whose successor have been already visited. That is, if you start the node S means the S visited A, then closely adjacent A visited D and D visited G. So in depth wise, the the single path of graph is uh, going longly, then visit a node with no successor. That is one of the definition for depth first search. Then it resumes at last node on a path just traversed that has an unvisited successor and begins traversing a new path, emanating the from that node. That is the spanning tree created by a depth first traversal tends to be a very deep. So it called as depth first search. So for in this diagram, in this graph, the first we start from S node means the S node possibility to visit adjacency as A, B and C. So laterally, first we take A. If we take A means the whole visited nodes can be represent first. Then only we have to uh, traverse the another. So that is called as depth first search. There are three rules follow in this algorithm. First one is visit the adjacent unvisited vertex and mark it as a visited and display it at push into the stack. Then second rule, if no adjacent vertex is found, just it pop up a vertex from the stack. Then third rule is repeat the first rule and second rule until the stack is empty. These are the pseudocode or algorithm for follow the depth first search algorithm. Here, this is one of the example for depth first search traversal. Here, initially there are 5 nodes. When we start to initialize the stack for storing the data means first the we take S node, that is S vertex, then the X vertex initially the stack will be empty, then we second step we mark as S as visited and put on into the top for store the data. So the S will be represent in stack and explore if it is any unvisited adjacent node from S means we have 3 nodes we visited from S, pick of them. So we can take a, node in alphabetical order one by one. In third step, we take A, yes, visited as A. So we have to put A into the stack and explore unvisited adjacent node from A. So both S and D are adjacent to A. S and D are adjacent to A means, but we are considered for unvisited node only. Then D can be, so the from A, the visited node is search as deeply as D. So visit D can be stored inside the stack and put on into the stack, and the visiting node is now uh, the node is happened in D. Then which it will be check the both B and C are the adjacent node for D. So now we take alphabetical order. We again we choose one thing. So B we have to choose. So when we B have to choose means just we have to insert into the stack and whether we see there are any adjacent between B node means it has no unvisited adjacent node. So we just pop on the B from stack and come again to D and visit the C node. So check the unvisited node what is happened into the D means only C will be happen. So just we see node can be put into the stack and marked as a visited, and then all the things are added into the stack. So we just with unvisited adjacent nodes keep on popping the stack until the stack is empty. So this is one of the procedure for knowing the way to follow the depth first search algorithm. This is an algorithm for depth first search. Here, this is an iterative algorithm for putting the node into the stack. Just we insert a stack and mark as a visitor, and we check yes is not empty. If the pop a vertex from stack to visit next, if it is not empty means just the cursor will be blinking for blinking on the top of the stack for getting the data inside and store inside the stack. So v equal to s dot top of and s dot pop off. If it is not empty means the top of the stack, the whatever we have to push into the data, the stack will be getting from the top. If it is not, push all the neighborhood of V in stack that are not visited, it will be automatically pop up. If the vertices is visited neighborhood of adjacent vertices means it will be visited and pushed into the stack. Recursively, the mark SS visited for all neighborhood of vertices can be visited adjacency in neighbor of the vertices. If it is visited means it just put in inside the memory. Otherwise, if not visited for adjacency list means it just pop up and recursively the operation will be happen until the stack was empty. This is one of the procedure for depth first search. The next one is breadth first search. The breadth first search traverses a graph in breadthward motion and use a queue to remember to get a next vertices to start a search. Uh, for to visit all successor of visitor node before visiting any successor of any of those successor. That is, it is one of the contradiction to depth first traversal. The depth first traversal visits all the nodes deeply and uh, to create a very long tree, that is narrow tree, the depth first search can form. Or here the breadth first search tends to create a very wide and short tree. Uh, before it represent a breadth first traversal of a graph. It represent very wide and in this traversal we can implement the mm, performance by using queue. We have to mm, store the data inside the memory based on this queue. For a depth first search, each visitor is placed on stack and reflecting the fact that the last node visited is. So here in this method breadth first search, we have to use queue model for storing the data. There are three rules followed to follow the breadth first search. The first rule is to visit the adjacent unvisited vertex and mark it as a visitor and insert into the queue. In second rule, if no adjacent vertices is found, it remove the first vertices from the queue. In third rule, it repeatedly we have to follow rule 1 and rule 2 until the queue is empty. Here it is one of the example for traversal the breadth first search. This is a graph. There are five nodes. Initially, the queue will be framed. Then from the graph, we have to start the source node yes and mark it as a visitor. Then we have to see an unvisited adjacency node from yes means there are three nodes is possible to visited A, B, and C, and we choose any one in alphabetic manner. So we have to choose A and marked as a visited and NQ into the queue. So in queue memory, A is visited. Sorry, A is placed, and fourth step another the same yes when we visited B. So the B will be visited and NQ into the queue, and another one is C. So C also visited and NQ into the queue. So from yes, the closed adjacency nodes A, B, and C one by one we have to insert into the queue. Then another node, then S is left, then with no unvisited adjacency node. So we have DQ and find A. So from yes, there are only three nodes can be visited. So after three nodes, NQ into the queue, yes can be left. Then we can to start to search the visitor node from A. So we have to DQ the yes and start from A. From A, we have to find unvisited adjacency node. So D is happened. So the D has an unvisited adjacency node of A. So we have to enqueue into the queue as a D and mark it. Then the process is repeatedly happens whether the queue is empty. Then the algorithm keep on the dequeuing in order to get all unvisited node. Then this is one of the pseudocode for breadth first search, where G is a graph and S is a source node. Let Q be an queue, that is can frame the queue and mark S as a visitor. If we check Q is not empty, means the vertex Q dot DQ off. Otherwise, the processing all the neighborhood of vertices can be processed. If it is visited, means it automatically enqueue into the queue and marked as a visited. If it is not visited, means the mm, the queue will be in DQ. This is a pseudocode for breadth first search. Here, from the depth first search, when the source node, when the start from source node means that the tree traversal deeply from source node to end node. Here, that is on source node, S has the start from source node. It visited A and A is visited to D and D is visited to C. So from start from first node means it will be traversal deeply and push up the date node into the stack. Here the breadth first search, the source node is visited widely and taken the respective node, visited nodes at a time from the source node, and then it will be uh, step step out to the next step. So this is one of the way of operation in graph. Then another topic is connected component. If G is an undirected graph, that one can determine whether or not it is connected by simply making a call to either depth first search or breadth first search for determining if there is any unvisited vertices. The connected component of a graph, it may be obtained by making repeated calls to either depth first or breadth first, where V is an vertex that has not yet been visited. So this leads to function to connected, which determines the connected component of G. The algorithm may be used depth first or breadth first. The computation time is not affected, but the output of all vertices visited in most recent invocation of depth first search together with all edges incident on these vertices. This is one of the algorithm for connected component. If it is not visited, DFS of algorithm may be followed. For analysis of component, the total time taken by DFS is order of E, and for loop taken order of N time, and total time can be generated all connected component is order of N plus E. If we can use the adjacency matrix, means the time is required is order of N square. This is one of the more example for performing connected component to perform DFS traversal, that is depth first traversal. we can perform this operation based on the connected component. First, this is a graph. It has 7 nodes, that is 7 vertices. It starts from A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The first we can select the vertices A and put it in the stack for a starting point. If the A node visited, the possibility which is not visited means B. So this is one of the connected node for A to B. So first newly visited vertex B on the stack, newly pushed into the stack, and B will be stored inside the stack. And step 3, from B, we can visit any adjacent vertices which is not visited, means C is one of the not visited for B. So we can push the C into the stack, because we can follow depth first search traversal. So we use the from source node, we have used deeply for searching the vertices and put it into the stack. And step 4, the from C, the adjacent vertices which is not visited means E is not visited. The possibility is E, F, and G. So we optionally, based on that alphabetic order, we have to choose E and push into the stack and form a graph. Then step 5. In step 5, the E can be visited based on the adjacency vertex. Which one is not visit means it happened D and F. So we can choose the alphabetic order and choose D and put it into the stack D. And simply from D, we have to visit the similar adjacency vertex if there is no vertices to be visited from D. So we have to use backtrack or pop operation from the stack and remove the D, and just we go back from E and visit F node. Then we have to visit the adjacency vertex of E, the which is not visited means F is happen. So the F node will be put it in the stack, and from step 8, we have to start to find the adjacency vertex of F, which is not visited means G is not visited. So just we put into the stack push into G into the stack, and from G we have to visit any other node, any other vertices is not visited means there is no new vertices to be visited from G. So use backtrack and pop G from stack to remove the G. Then the node will be again to come from F node. So from the F node, the backtracking will be happen. So from the F node, we have to visit any more means if there is no vertices to visited from F. So you backtrack the F step by step from stack and pop up. So the node will be backtrack to E and visited if there is any one means no. So E also we have to backtrack one by one. We have to empty the main aim to empty the stack. Then from E, the E will be removed from the stack, and it go back to C, and C where if there is a visited node means there is no new vertices to be visited from C. So C also can be pop up from stack. Then the node will be get it back to B, and and visit if there is means no, the new vertices is not happen in from the B. So use backtrack and pop up the node from the stack, and finally it goes to A, and A is check if there is no, yes, there is a new vertices in visited from A. We know means it also be backtrack from stack and pop A. Now the stack becomes empty and stop the depth first traversal. Finally, we have to uh, result get the result of spanning tree in connected component. This is one of the way for this, getting the connected component using depth first traversal. The same way we use breadth first traversal method, we have to get the spanning tree of connected component based on Q. We consider the same graph where we used in first step the same method, but in breadth first means the traversal of the vertices in wide manner. So the operations also taken shortly to compute the work. So in first step, to select the vertices, A is starting point. So we have to enter the A into the Q and visit all the adjacent vertices of A which are not visited. Means there are three ways. One is B, E and D. Alphabetic orderly, we have to put one by one to the new vertices into the Q and delete A from the queue, because from A the source node there is no visited node adjacently after visiting these three things. So we have to enqueue D, E and B and delete A node. Then step 3, from taken from first node D, for visit all the adjacency vertex which are not visited. There has no vertices to see from the D node. So we have to just delete the D from the queue. And next one is we have to taken the E node and visit all the adjacency vertex which are not visited. Means from E node the C and F are new vertices for visited from E. So we have to put into the C and F in Q and delete E node, because after E node that is there is no vertices no visited from this node. So we have to delete E after insert a C and F. So the Q only happened B, C and F node. Then after we choose B vertices from from A, we follow D and E. Then another one is finally B node is happen. So from B node, we visit all the adjacency vertex which were not visited. Means there is no vertices happen to visit. So we just delete the B and we take a C node, that is only C and F only required. So we take a C and which are not visited means G only visited from the C vertices. So you just keep the G value into the Q and remove the C value and visit all the adjacency vertices of F. If which is not visited means there is no vertices happen. So you just remove the F and only G will be held in the queue, and G vertices visit all the vertices which are not visited. There is also no vertices inside the graph, so we have to delete G from the queue. So now the queue became empty and stop the BFS process. Finally, we have to get the spanning tree connected component. This is also one of the way for getting the connected component as a spanning tree be using breadth first search. Thank you.